Do muscles have memory when it comes to shooting guns? Let's talk about that. Hey everybody, this is Mike with Personal Protection Academy. What is muscle memory? And how does that impact guns? No, muscles don't have memory. Calm down, stop typing, it's okay. I know muscles don't have memory. It's just a term that's used to dumb the idea down for people. But how does it relate to shooting? Well, let's talk about it. Muscle memory is the myelination process. It's how your brain remembers stuff. The more you do a thing, the more that thing is built into your brain so that you can do it faster next time. Think of it as the cache in your internet browser. The reason why your browser has cache is because it's storing files like large graphics or backgrounds of websites, so that next time you go back to that website, the things that are the same as they were the first time are already there on your computer, and it boots up faster, so it helps your internet enjoying experience be better, right? So that's really what myelination is that they call it muscle memory. The more I embed something into my brain, the more I can do. Well, they say that it takes 3,000 to 5,000 repetitions for the myelinization or the muscle memory thing to kick in. So how do I get that? So let's talk about it simply when it comes to something important like trigger press. Trigger press is one of the most, if not the most important thing when it comes to you being a good shooter. If I pull my trigger straight back and perfectly by isolating these two metacarpals, and I do it perfectly 3,000 to 5,000 times, I've embedded that into my brain. It gets then recall is faster, but it has to be perfect, right? So what I encourage people to do is, I don't want you to train 5 hours once a month. I'd rather you train 25 or 50 shots once a week. That's what you're looking for, because here's what happens. I've had people say, Mike, man, I brought 500 rounds to the range. I blew it all off in about 4 hours. Man, I had a great week. No, you didn't, because it was hot and you were dehydrated. And after about 50 trigger pulls, you got tired and your technique went to garbage, and you started embedding imperfect, flawed repetitions into the myelination process, the muscle memory process, and you made it harder for yourself to shoot better. Go in with one box or half a box of ammo, 25 or 50 rounds. Focus on something specific, trigger press, and think only about that thing, and give yourself 25 perfect trigger presses. And then after 20 or 30 minutes, just go home. Do some dry fire. Come back and do some live fire. Focus on something else. But the more you can embed perfection, not just accomplishments and doing stuff, but perfection, the more you're going to become a better shooter. So 3,000 to 5,000 repetitions builds myelination, and gives you that ability to be better or worse. If you've heard garbage in, garbage out. If you practice poor, you're going to perform poor. So you want that perfect technique. That's why when I teach people how to draw, we draw slow and perfect. Because when you draw fast, it's going to look like garbage. But you'll be better to perfect than you would have had you spent 500 holster draws of garbage getting out there. So train, get those 3,000 to 5,000 repetitions, build that muscle memory, myelination process, and embed into your brain perfect repetitions, perfect practice, perfect training, so that you are not just putting out garbage, but you're performing perfectly. Okay, there you go. Get on my case about using that muscle memory nonsense, and we will see you next time on the range. Bye-bye.